What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pete's Basement Show. We got Penny, Ramon, and Cheeseburger Pete sitting in for the post-Comic-Con wrap-up show. We got plenty of cool giveaways. We got some shout-outs to do, and I'm pretty sure we got some comics to review, because that's what we do here,
yeah,
right?
I guess.
Oh, do we have to?
We do.
Damn.
We're going to talk about Imagine Agents. Batman Superman issue 4 came out, concluded the first story arc. Justice League of America number 8. Batman Two-Face number 24. Forever Evil Rogues Rebellion. Shoot First number 1. And Bloodhound Crowbar Medicine number 1. And then we're going to jump into Marvel. Hunger number 4. We got Superior Spider-Man 19. Avengers 21. New Avengers number 11. And Guardians of the Galaxy number 7. First, want to give a big shout out to our buddy Chris Ventura and Dark Avenger Inc. You can find them guys on comicrelated.com. You can also find them on YouTube. They had these nifty little giveaways that they were in the shape of a coffin, and there's a lollipop in there that I know you had your name on. Now, when you start licking that lollipop, we want you to count how many. Okay?
Ew.
I'm just saying.
It's
It's the same fucking shit. There's either a Tootsie Roll or a bubble gum in the middle. It's still going to take you about 2,500 licks to get to the center, and I want to know the motherfucking number. I do. So
I guess you won't be speaking.
check those guys out for comic reviews and everything. Dark Avenger Inc. And I'll actually be on that show come Tuesday, which is right now when you guys are watching this. So be sure to tune in for that. Also, want to give a big old shout out to our big fan Barack Goldman, who came with this picture from last year's Comic-Con for us, and we took a new picture, so I'm assuming next year he'll just bring us that picture as well. Barack, this is going to go right on the refrigerator like every good Italian does with anything that is given to him. Roger gave me this nifty fucking poster
Yeah, this is awesome.
It is.
from Injustice
Very
Gods
cool.
Among Us. How fucking badass is that? Look at Batman, though. Batman's fucking
Kryptonite, yeah.
ridiculous and
Yeah,
shit.
Batman is jacked up. He looks like he's on Venom.
I do not understand why Solomon Grundy and Harley Quinn are in this. I mean, this could have just been a fucked up, like, badass JLA poster.
Oh, it's like Penny said, they're photobombing
He's
it.
photobombing it.
I get it. But, nevertheless, and the Flash looks fucking straight. Like,
He looks diesel.
metallic and
Yeah.
armored
Yeah.
out. Want to give a big old shout out to our good buddy and fan Jorge Burgos for helping us out last week with making sure the camera work was good and the angles and keeping people away from the table while we were filming the show, and for hooking me up with a copy of what was it, not the Man Who Laughs, help me out here, I can't fucking think of it, Joker with the camera, rape Batgirl, can't fucking think of
Oh,
the
Killing
goddamn
Joke.
title. The Killing Joke.
Yes.
Signed
Yes.
copy of that.
Nice.
And he hooked Roger up with, I wrote that
Signed copy of
Shaolin
Shaolin Cowboy.
Shaolin Cowboy. See, I got the worst
Signed by
memory ever.
Darrow. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Don't get old, man. I didn't sign up for this shit. Holy Christ.
You think we're old? That's the sad part.
Speaking of, getting old, like, when we were young, when we all had kind of imaginary friends and everything?
No.
No.
You never had an imaginary friend?
Nope.
Do you have real friends?
Yep.
Well, fuck you guys then. How about that?
I had
Hey.
TV.
Hey, I can't help it if I'm popular.
I
dude.
put
mean,
fucking
seriously.
Mario Brothers on pause, and my friend played as Luigi. Like what? He never really.
Is
moved
that a
the
sexual
fucking
term? My
thing.
friend played his Luigi. Sorry. Go on.
He played with his Wario.
That was funny.
I never said it was funny. Definitely dirty, but not funny.
Book of the week, at least for me, was
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
Agents from Boom Studios. The artwork's amazing.
It is.
It's really cute. It's a great story with these imaginary friends that are regulated by the imaginary friend fucking agency, like the corrections agency.
After a certain age, kids don't see them no more, so they come to collect them.
And
Okay,
basically,
that's pretty cool.
There's
That's pretty
this
cool.
kid that he has his imaginary friend, which is this little like Pokemon-looking weird teddy bear
Fluffy little thing.
Pika?
And this other, he's got a bully that picks on him and everything. And at the end of the issue,
Spoiler alert.
absolutely, the kid, like, he wants to make friends and realize, like, hey, I'm being a dick, like, let's be friends and whatnot. So he invites him over his house, and, his mom cooks him dinner. Now, the mother is also his kindergarten teacher.
She's in the same school as a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is awkward.
Yeah, very, very. So the kid comes over to the house, and then he, he's like, oh, I left something up in your room when we were, I'm going to go grab that. And then he finds the imaginary friend and kidnaps him and steals him away. Now this kid, because he's a dickhead, shouldn't be able to see said imaginary
Right.
friend.
You can only see your own.
Right. Okay. Which makes sense.
So this little teddy bear guy is very scared. Like, well, how can you even see me? And he's like, oh, where are my manners? I should have introduced myself. And he turns into this big fucking goat-headed monster.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And that's how it ends.
That's just the first issue.
Yeah.
I gotta pick this up.
This is
I gotta pick
this is
up.
absolutely worth your money. Boom Studios has very rarely disappointed me when it comes to it. I love their stuff. They did all of those Stan Lee Presents books. It was Soldier Zero, The Traveler, and
Yeah, they've done good shit.
yeah. So guys, how was Comic-Con? Like, what did we get? What did we do? Like, besides, of course, film an awesome show and have a very successful Comic-Con. Gave away all our cards, took some really great pictures.
Yeah, we got rid of those pretty
awesome
quick.
cosplayers.
The quality of female cosplayers has improved so much.
Guys, we finally got all of the pictures between myself, Ramon, Penny, and Pete. All of them pictures are up on our Facebook, but yo, we don't know everybody.
No, we don't.
Some of these cosplayers are very famous. Some people just want to dress up. So if you know somebody, you can go on our Facebook and tag those photos. Please do. Tag yourself. Tag, if you know the person, tag the cosplayer. Tag somebody in the fucking comments you think would like to see the photo. Whatever. Like, just tag the shit out of all of them photos, man.
There's a lot of them.
Yes,
There's a lot
Yes.
there are. And actually being in Artist Alley was really fantastic. We got
Yeah.
great traffic from having the legendary Chris Claremont right behind us.
Awesome.
Yep. I actually got him to sign. I don't have the actual issues. I have the trade of the Dark Phoenix saga, and I also got him to sign the graphic novel God Loves, Man Kills.
One of the most classic
Which
X-Men
is
books ever.
it's an amazing. I mean, both of these
First
books, and
Lady
he even
Striker.
commented. Both of these books, like, I beat the shit out of them. I've had them since I was like 12 years old, and I read them like 1,000 times or whatever. He's like, he was like, these books have seen better days. And it's like, well, yeah, I read the crap out of these.
That's
things,
when
and
you
he's
tell him, like, listen, man, I'm not CGCing these. I'm just like,
yeah, it's like,
He's
yeah, exactly.
great.
It's just for me.
Like he'll give you his signature, and
Yeah.
but he'll talk, and like it's like you're just chilling with a
when
friend.
When
Yeah.
these guys like to talk to their fans, and they're not just next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we get there early, and he would get there just almost the same time, and then he would leave when it's done. Like I would see him get up and he's limping. That's how long he's been sitting there, just signing away. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, go
Yeah,
you.
he was there all weekend for a good chunk of Sunday too.
Because he doesn't have to do that. He still gets work.
Guy's awesome.
Yeah. So that was.
It's fantastic to see them be so in touch with the fans and just love to talk to people for like 10 minutes at a time. When there's a line backed up, like you're gonna wait.
Yeah, the crew had to come. The Comic-Con crew had to come and control the line, and some over here, some over there, because he was just packed.
I gotta strike off my bucket list. If you guys have not seen either my Facebook profile picture or one of the photos on Twitter,
And if you haven't yet, get off your ass.
and
I mean,
Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, guys. You know, before I forget, you know how to get in touch with us. Questions at PeachBasement.com, Facebook.com/PeachBasement. Big L shout out to / who stopped by the booth.
Yes, he did.
And all of our friends from like YouTube, Dirty Water Dog stopped by.
that's right.
I love it when these people come by and they're like, "Hey Pete, what's going on? Hey guys, what's up?" And I'm looking at it like, "Hey dude, what's going on?" And then they're like, "Dirty Water Dog / and that's when you know like who they are, because this is how you interact with them. It's great seeing the fans, man. It's one of the most awesome and rewarding things. It's fucking great.
That's what keeps us going.
On Facebook.com / Pete's Basement. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. We've been Twittering a lot more lately with
We're trying,
pictures and shit. And just more. We seem to have a funny line just every weekend when we start filming. So, make sure you tune in for that too. Retweet the shit out of that.
Yeah, you can say it's funny.
I find it hilarious. Oh man, but this past weekend, one of the previous Comic-Cons, I managed to meet Stan Lee and hung out with him for a whole hour. That was really fantastic. I'm sorry, Ramon. And this weekend, I got to meet Hulk Hogan, who was like number 2 after Stan Lee on my must-meet list. And he was absolutely just a gigantic individual. He's about 6'4", and I'm like up to his nipple. Like, he's enormous to meet in person.
Leaving that alone.
Shook my hand, and it was like I just fucking stuck my hand inside of his whole hand. Just engulfed my hand when I shook it. It was like, hey. And I walked. First of all, this little kid. He's still the same Hulk Hogan from like the 1980s. This little kid. He's got to be 6 years old. He's on the line, and like the dude who's organizing the line says, okay, you're next. And the kid just runs right up to him. He don't even wait for the other person to finish. He just runs right up, and Hulk's like, hey, little Hulkamaniac, how you doing? Like, he's awesome. And he did tell me I look like a young Sylvester Stallone, which was fucking really cool. And he meant it, too. He solidified. He's like, you look like Stallone when I first met him 35 years ago.
Wow.
Like, great.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That was fucking awesome.
That's ridiculous.
A shout out goes to Jason David Frank. If you do not follow this guy on Facebook, get on that shit. He was the Green Ranger. He was the White Ranger. I trailed off Power Rangers after that, but he was other Rangers. I admit it, man. I ran home in 8th grade after fucking 2:30 dismissal because the Pink Ranger was ridiculously cute.
Yes,
I will openly admit that.
She was.
Yeah,
and Tommy,
that was the reason why I watched it.
Jason Frank was the only real martial artist on the show.
She was flexible.
She was
very.
gymnast.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
This dude is now a sick MMA fighter, and his fans are legion. There were like 300 people online, and the convention's gonna close in an hour. Your man gets up on the table with a bullhorn and says, "Yo, everybody in the back of the line, I just canceled my flight. Stick around. I'm gonna get to you guys today."
That's cool.
That's awesome.
It was easily one of the nicest things I've ever seen
fantastic.
anyone do. This is a dude that really loves his fans, and that alone deserves respect. It's
Absolutely.
fantastic. This was
Well
one
done.
of the greatest convention seasons ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is nice.
A big old shout out to my buddy Gary Platt, who I always go and buy from.
Yes,
Picked
you
up
do.
a Captain America 100 4.0 signed by Stan Lee. That was my big purchase, and just bought a couple of little stuff off the old want list. And what I said, go for a want list.
Want list. It's like a
Get your
fucking
want
catalog.
But yeah, serious.
This is like,
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Hey.
List.
Unfortunately,
list
we-
implies
Wow, you
one
just
page.
channeled the fonts right there. That was pretty crazy.
I punch jukeboxes for a living. Not for nothing, there were several people in violation of the Pete's Basement rule number 1 of Comic-Con.
Oh god. Oh god.
There was a lot of cups that were not won.
Dude, guys.
Yeah.
You'd be running around with twigs and berries, just hey.
Like, hey, it's Green Lantern. Ah, fuck.
Stop it. I don't care if you're fucking hung like an elephant or if you got a fucking millimeter monster. Nobody wants to see that shit. Wear a motherfucking cup. Get some shit that fits. I don't care what you gotta do. I don't want to look at dudes in spandex and their fucking cocks like strapped to their leg.
And body odor.
Oh man, deodorant, dudes, deodorant.
Some
We have got
Axe
to make
body
a
spray,
Pete's
some
Basement,
shit.
like survival guide for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That actually is a pretty good idea.
A little survivor kit. We'll send it out. A couple of bucks.
You can get them little travel axes. Do something about it. You have to smell you.
Just go to
Must.
Target. Just go to Target. Buy the little deodorant that comes with the sample spray can, and you're golden.
But how hard is it to just fuck, man?
Oh,
It's like that.
you get used to it after a while, so they go like nose deaf.
Well, no, the
I can
thing
smell
is,
my own funk.
Maybe not have to.
The only thing I
'Cause we
enjoy
usually
is smell
clean.
my own farts. Like I fart under the blanket, like, man, that stinks. I'm going back for more. I always go back like 3 or 4 times. Always. Tell me you don't. You don't?
just because you gotta make sure.
But you don't. Like, wow, that's good. It's kind of sugary. If I breathe into my mouth, I can
like-
kind of chew it a little bit. What? Like you don't do that? Really? Am I the only
Well,
one?
it's really the bad one when you're like, oh shit, those are the onion rings I had last night.
Hey. And a big old shout out to Roger, our esteemed director, who interviewed the great Larry Hama of G.I. Joe fame. He got me an autographed copy of G.I. Joe 191, the Larry Hama sketch cover, which was personally addressed to me. And he got you guys the Larry Hama sketch cover. And all you got to do is go on our Facebook, find a little Rafflecopter Jammy, and put in the answer to this trivia question. What is Storm Shadow's secret ninja technique? Hint, it is the sister technique to Snake Eyes' Cloak of the Chameleon. Burp. That was for you, big guy. What is Storm Shadow's sister technique to the Cloak of the Chameleon? It's a doozy. You gotta be a big fan of G.I. Joe to know this answer. And you do have to have the motherfucking correct answer. Don't just type in Hi Pete into the Rafflecopter, because if your name comes up and that's your answer, you don't win. I'm sure you could Google this answer, so take some effort. You want this sketch cover? Earn it. Here's your other questionnaire fucking contest for the week. Stop by my good buddy Alan Roberts' booth. He gave me this nifty Crawl to Me hat. Alan has done such insane books as Wire Hangers,
That
Crawl
was
to Me,
sick.
and Killogy.
And that was good too.
Crawl to me was equally as disturbing.
I didn't read that one.
You should read that. He's a disturbing
Yeah,
human
read his
being.
stuff.
He is a fucked up. Yeah.
This one's got
Well, I
Frank
mean,
Vincent,
he's in the
Marky
band Life
Ramone,
of
and
Agony.
Bria
I mean, come
Grant.
on.
He got the rights to all of these people's images. He talked to them personally.
Really?
Yeah,
nice.
No, he sat down with all of them and like this is what I want to do, and it's
That's
these
fantastic.
3 people just randomly thrown into jail for a night, and there's a zombie outbreak. And when it boils down, these 3 people are at the heart of the problem.
Yeah, it's a good series.
All 4 of these books are signed by Alan Robert. You want these? Alan gave us a trivia question.
Uh-oh.
Frank Vincent, before he became an actor, was in a band. He also did stand-up comedy for a little while.
What?
Yeah, can you believe that? This dude from the fucking Sopranos was a stand-up comedian. The toughest guys usually are the fucking funniest stuff. The trivia question is, who was Frank Vincent in a band with, and what instrument did he play?
What was the name of the band?
No.
Who was he?
Who was he? There was some other dude that he was in the band with.
Was it
Because
two-man
the
band?
world is small, is all I'm going to say. And what instrument did he play? Go on our Rafflecopter. You will find both of them. There's the one for Larry Hama, and there's the one for Alan Robert. You put in your correct answer. This is a 2-part answer. Separate that shit with a comma, please.
Or a semicolon at least.
Punctuation, guys and girls. Punctuation. It is the fucking downfall of the entire internet.
The instrument he played or the instrument the other person played?
The instrument that Frank Vincent played, and who was the other dude in the band with Frank.
Okay.
The answer will surprise you. It's
Yeah.
actually really funny.
I don't know. I want to look it up.
Go on Pete'sBasement.com, subscribe to The Hole, follow us on the Extras channel, follow us on the Parent channel on YouTube and everything.
Follow us everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
We are
go.
everywhere.
And I swear to God, speaking of going places,
Oh,
I say this
Jesus.
every fuck year, but I goddamn well promise you, this is the year I mean it. Pete's Basement is going to San Diego next year.
That'd be awesome.
I don't care if I gotta fucking walk there.
Let's start walking.
Maybe we should.
You
It's
better,
only
yeah, you should
2,000
start
miles.
now, actually.
I'm not walking that shit.
Two monkey nuts.
Monkey nuts.
Cheers.
Cheers.